Alles zum Geburtstag, Franz Schubert. Und Dankeschön. Dankeschön for blessing the world, blessing the whole of humankind with your incredible artistry, your sensitivity, your genius, your love of life, your love of friendship, and your love of music. 226, and if I may say, you are aging beautifully. Barely a day goes by when I'm not listening to Schubert's music, and I feel like I owe him so much for the way I think, for the way I feel, and it's honestly sublime, and there are no words to even try to comprehend how Franz Schubert died at the age of 31 and leaves behind the body of work and the quality of work that he did. Over 600 Lieder. Lieder was the word I mentioned in yesterday's video. And today I would like to share with you another word. A word that is perhaps in any language in the world perhaps the most beautiful. And I don't even quite know how to describe it. But before I share that word, I want to read you the English translation to one of Schubert's. This is possibly the last song he ever composed, just a month before he died in 1828. And this song is called Die Taubenpost, Pigeon Post, and it's from his last song cycle, Schwanengesang, which was published rather after he had died. And I'm going to read you the English translation from the poem. The poem is by Johann Gabriel Seidel. I've a carrier pigeon in my pay. She's so devoted and true. She never stops short of her goal, and never flies too far. I send her many thousands of times each day to spy out the land, past many a beloved spot, till she reaches my sweetheart's house. There she peeps in at the window, observing every look and step, delivers my greeting cheerfully, and brings hers back to me. I no longer need to write a letter. I can entrust to her my very tears. She'll certainly not mistake the address, for she serves me so fervently. Day or night, awake or dreaming, it's all the same to her. As long as she can range and roam, she's richly satisfied. She does not tire, she does not flag. To her the route seems always new. She needs no enticement, no reward. That pigeon is so loyal. That's why I cherish her in my heart, certain of the fairest prize. Her name is Longing. Do you know her? The messenger of faithfulness. Now, the word I want to share with you today in relation to Schubert is this word, Sehnsucht. It's such a poetic word, and it's such a problematic word if one's trying to translate it or kind of give a description of what it is. If one was to translate Sehnsucht into English, it's typically translated as longing. That's how it's translated in the text here. And this poem, this song, Schubert set this poetry to music, and I will link the music track in the description. This poem, this song is all about Sehnsucht. So Schubert, well, I should say Johann Gabriel Seidel, since he's the poet, begins by talking about this pigeon and how this pigeon is taking his letters to his sweetheart's house, and his pigeon is so devoted to him and will never put a foot wrong, and every day, sends thousands of times each day to spy out the land and bring these letters to the beloved's house. And it's only in the last 2 lines that we find out that the pigeon's name is Sehnsucht. And he says, "Do you know her, the messenger of faithfulness?" So it's incredibly, incredibly symbolic and full of imagery, this song, this poem. And again, to come back to this word Sehnsucht, it's longing, a kind of unquenchable desire, perhaps, or craving. And it's a word that features so much in romantic music and so many of Schubert's songs. This notion of Sehnsucht is brought up. And gosh, I feel like I'm not doing a great job at kind of giving you more a sense of the word, but it's, I suppose just that deep sense of love and longing for beauty, nature, could be for a moment or a mood. But it's got this kind of temporal nature, I suppose. It's kind of it feels so material, yet it's kind of like a quintessence or something. It's there, but it's not quite there. It's probably the only way I can try to get my own mind around this word. But die Taubenpost, pigeon post, Schwannengesang, Sehnsucht, and the dear, dear genius that is Franz Schubert. Until tomorrow, have a good night.